Daddy's home, and fantasy football is heating up. The trade deadline is this week, so get your colluding in while you still can. Only 4 weeks remain. It looks like 8 losses will keep you out of the yoffs. And 8 wins, well, it should get you in. It's been almost a full year, and it's good to be back. The date? November 13th. The network? It's Zaddy. Let's start where we so often do, with the Collusion bros, Kanopo and Subwoofer, like two sides of a Sacagawea dollar, but that's a reference for another league. Kanopo, once 0-3 and left for dead, now sits at 6-4. The Collusion comeback is on. He's still just outside of the Yoff picture, but standing at the precipice of greatness. Just don't look too closely at the trail of injured players in his wake. After Monday Night Football, while talking his usual trash in the group chat, Kanopo casually let slip that he would sacrifice his whole family if it meant keeping the Bon Leavers out of the playoffs. Ariel, aka Mermaid, interjected, since that family happens to be her sister and her nephew. After all, realizing his blunder, Kanopo tried to get out in front of the story and told his wife himself. We have that footage now.
You know, if it meant giving you and Theo up, I would totally take out Thor in the fantasy football playoffs. I would sacrifice you guys.
What did you just say?
I would sacrifice you and Theo to knock Thor out of the fantasy football playoffs. Is that
Okay, well then get the fuck out of my house.
okay? But that's cool with you, right?
No.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Alright. Love you, babe.
Is fantasy football success more important than family? That's a question I leave to you, the viewer. Now, on the other side of the Collusion Coin, the Collusion crash out himself, Subwoofer, sitting at 4-6, left for dead by his former bro. He's clawing to stay relevant. Can he make a run? Time is running out. Also, congratulations to the top Zaddy of the week and the top Zaddy overall in standings. Cool Joe. I'm sitting at number 2 in the rankings, and we play each other this week, big dog. Woof woof. As we look forward, a few key matchups stand out this week. The Bon Leavers vs. Cujo, mentioned before. Kanopo vs. Mermaid, both sitting at 6-4, both playoff caliber, both due for blood. B-Rock vs. Beaver Bong, another 6-4 clash. It may get messy fast. The Baddies, Bria and Tester, still clinging to playoff hope by a thread. Darth Snacks and Team West spiraling deeper into the darkness of the lower bracket. Chasing faint mathematical chances, it's gonna be a violent week in the standings. But, on a more serious note, ZSN wishes to issue a formal apology for last week's special edition. Our replacement host, Ariel aka Mermaid, made a few, shall we say, creative claims about which matchups were happening. Here at ZSN, we pride ourselves on providing factual, up-to-date reporting. We apologize from the deepest part of our hearts, and promise not to let it happen again, even if she did look so fine doing it. Ariel remains a valued and honest member of the ZSN team, and we believe in second chances. We now go to her for a look at a key matchup for Week 11.
Zaddies and Baddies, I would first like to start by saying that I was not wrong last week. The matchups were wrong. There's nothing I could do about that. If you know me, I'm never wrong, and nothing is going to change that. Our matchup of the week puts Zaddy Crashout, better known as Jack, against Drummond Dungeon, aka Brandon. Jack sits at 5-5, clinging to playoff relevance like it still returns his calls. Brandon stands at 6-4, slightly safer, but not enough to exhale. Brandon made a last-minute waiver claim for Michael Wilson, hoping it's the move that vaults him forward instead of off a cliff. If that pickup plays off, Jack's playoff hopes might slide so far down the drain that not even one of those industrial plumber snakes could rescue them. But Jack isn't dead yet. If Patrick Mahomes can overcome the Broncos defense and manage even a handful of respectable touchdowns, this matchup could turn fast. And if a few of those passes go to Travis Kelce, well, that benefits me too. And that feels important to highlight. 2 men, 1 week, a shrinking playoff window. Will Brandon's gamble make him look like a strategist or a man who trusted the waiver wire during a moment of weakness? Will Jack rise, or will gravity do what it always does? This has been your Baddie matchups to watch. Back to you, Thor.
Thank you, Ariel. I haven't reviewed that segment yet, but I'm sure it was the kind of hard-hitting, objective journalism people have come to expect from ZSN. From all of us here at the Zaddy Sports Network, I'm Thor, aka the Barn Leavers, reminding you pedestrians always have the right of way, so there's no need to look both ways before you cross the street. Until next week, my Zaddies and Baddies, stay entertaining.